They hate our country. They hate our people. They hate the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party is in big trouble because this isn't stopping with New York. This is going all. Too easy to get elected, giving everything away. Too easy to get elected. Very dangerous. But you'll soon have nothing left. That's the problem. In many ways, they're allowing them to just go their own way, do your own. We don't want to take a chance on saying anything bad because we're afraid we're going to lose our jobs if we do. They're afraid they're going to lose their election if they even think about saying anything bad about this new breed of sick people. They're not smart enough or tough enough to fight the plague that's happening. It's happening right before your very eyes. If they fought them the way they fight Republicans or the way they fight me, they'd be victorious. They didn't beat us, but they'd be victorious against the communists. But they don't have the courage to do so. So they're turning communists themselves. It's becoming a communist party. These are not social democrats. These are hardcore, godless communists. They're godless communists. All communists are godless. They don't believe in God. This is the most serious threat to our country since its existence, in my opinion, 250 years ago. This is a major threat to our country.
I think what's happened with the Democrats is that this entire thing that they've been going through has ended the Democrats.
But I do believe that this shows two things. First, Mamdani is a star. Anyone dismissing him is just naive and out of touch. He is one of the 5 most consequential Democrats in the nation right now, and people should treat him with respect. And the second thing is that the progressive movement is on the ascendancy in the House of Representatives and across the country. And the idea of just saying, oh, this is New York, is just not true. We've been winning in Pennsylvania, in New Jersey, in Michigan, in Maine, and this is really where the energy of the party is.
Given that, what did you make of your fellow Democratic Senator John Fetterman today when he was asked about these New York primaries? He said the dirtbag left is surging, I believe is how he described it.
Again, for me, if you want to heal a country, you can't be picking fights. I think we need to understand that our party is not homogenous. One of the things that makes the Democratic Party great is it's a big tent party.
How many times in the last 3 or 4 days have you heard this term, big tent, big tent, big tent, big tent, big tent? No, you can't fit everybody. See, that's just it. You cannot fit people who don't belong in your tent. I don't want to be in a tent with Tucker Carlson. I don't want to be in a tent with some of these other people, Candace. No, I don't want to. I'm not afraid to say that. These people right now, they can't figure out what they need to do, many of them. And so they're just like going along with it. Hey, we're a big tent. Everybody can say the same thing as long as we're all voting Democrat, until they realize, well, they're not voting Democrat. They want your head, Corey. They want your head, Hakeem. They want your head, Chuck Schumer. They're coming for you. One of them, one of the idiots that they follow, actually said, F Kamala Harris. They aren't Democrats. They are communists. And these people better wake up.
You need to stay that way. The focus has got to be the November election.
A few moments later.
Yeah, no, I mean, the kind of people that are trying to run out of office, I mean, they're just good traditional kinds of Democrats you would have expected in New York City now. And now this has just become, really, it's just been the dancing days of the dirtbag left,
When I heard them reporting on the dirtbag left, I'm like, did he really say that on television? Did he really come out and call these people the dirtbag left? See, right now is when we should get another order of popcorn and watch this new movie. This new movie just debuted, and this new movie that's debuting is watch them eat each other. Let's watch Godzilla and Kong go at it. We don't get involved with them. Just let them eat each other at this point. This ain't got nothing to do with us. That's where it's going to get fun. And it's starting to get fun already because some of the Democrats are like, oh, no, screw these people. They're the dirtbag left. Whereas the real weak ones are like, oh, we need to have Mamdani. He's a star. And I'm just watching this thing evolve over the last couple of days. Like, this is really getting good. I need more popcorn.
Some of these candidates are outrageous. You know, you have candidates, they abolish ICE, abolish the police, abolish the border.
Too much.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, the bottom line.
All right. So you got John Fetterman, who's like, nope, don't want this stuff. Sorry, can't have it. And you got Ro-Khan and Corey doing a little nut licking. Oh, everything's going to be fine. He's a star. It's a big tent. But now you're starting to see a shift. And you're starting to see a shift where, you know, some of the people who realize I kind of like my money, which is weird to me because Ro-Khan has got like 250 million. But they are starting to realize I don't want any parts of these scumbags.
Is New York City is not America. And that's what we're seeing play out across the country. Because to your point, Joe,
Well,
yes,
it's America,
last night in New York,
it's not.
3 Democratic socialists did prevail in some of these very heavily contested primaries. But at the end of the day, that is not America. Let's not forget, you just mentioned the Mike Lawler race.
New York's not America. That's where they're going now. It's the biggest city in the country. It doesn't represent us, so let's put them back in a box. Hey, man, and even Joe is like, I don't know how we're going to do that. It's the biggest city in the country. But you can't backstroke enough to get away from the commies.
Conley won the Democratic primary in that seat. That's New York 17. That is in the state of New York, not the city of New York City. But we are seeing some really strong national security candidates with some really strong backgrounds that in other places where, you know, you're not seeing this super progressive wing of the party take over the Democratic Party in that respect.
This is a spokeswoman. I've seen her on these shows many, many times, and she's very eloquent. She can state a talking line. She can just go with it. I've never seen her have that many. No, this has caught them by surprise. They don't know how to deal with it. And the powers that be, the puppeteers that want Mandami versus the puppeteers like, we don't want Mandami. They're conflicting at this point. And right now, you're seeing some of these people, like the dirtbag left, they're trying to let everybody else know, I want no parts of this. So at this point, just stay out of it. Let's just watch them completely eat each other.
Area, you're seeing those candidates prevail. So, look, Donnie's exactly right. Republicans are going to try to brand us as the Democratic Socialist Party. They're already doing that. They're going to say we're the party of Mandani, we're the party of anti-Semitism. Those things are not true. You are seeing a very strong Mandani coalition being built and endorsed and win in New York City. But that is New York City. It is a tiny part of America that is.
I don't know how she came up with that. New York City is a tiny part of America. Excuse me, honey. It says there's 9 million people in New York City, not New York State, 9 million people in New York City. I don't think you can say that's a small part of America. So right now, what you're seeing are Democrats are trying to put the socialists in a box. They don't count. They don't count at all. We're Democrats. We're across America. That's just New York City. Is it? Just a little bit.
Not what you're seeing Democrats do across the country in other primaries.
It's a pretty big part of America, if I may.
Well, yes. I mean, it is.
Even they're laughing at her. That ain't gonna work. We got to do something else, man. This ain't gonna work.
The largest city in America, but it's not, you know.
Understood.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me be very, very clear. If the Democratic Party becomes the likes of Zoran Mamdani, who, by the way, I like, not trying to throw any shade on him or anything like that, but if the Democratic Party becomes him, you have no chance.
That's pretty much the definition of shade, isn't it? Telling him if this is what you got, we're done. Well, that's a whole lot of shade. That's like 12 umbrellas over the sun shade. You straight up threw shade on him. And you can't waffle. You see, you guys made this animal. You went to the pound. You went to Humane Society. You bought this 80-pound pit bull, and you thought you could just keep it in the closet and it would only go after Trump. Stay right there. Yeah, Trump. Red hat. Oh, yeah. And you never thought that big old pit bull would look at you and try to eat you too. That's what your problem was. You thought, you know what? Hey, I got you a new chew toy. Here, Brutus, here. Yeah, hate MAGA, hate MAGA. But then Brutus looked at you one night and said, I'm coming after you. And that's exactly what these people like Stephen A. are afraid of. See, make no doubt about this. They love their positions. He loves to make sure that people know he's Stephen A. Smith. And that big pit bull was never supposed to latch on to his black behind. And now he's like, hey, you're getting a little bit too close.
You have no chance on a national basis in terms of the presidency. In Senate seats in the House, you have no chance. You have no chance. I want to be very, very clear about that. You might have a Democratic Socialist sprinkled here and there, but that ain't what America is. America's about capitalism. America's about dollars and cents. America's about an economy, a flourishing economy. Okay? And you know what it's not about? Free stuff.
You should have thought about that a few months ago. Okay, Stevie? Because I agree with everything you just said. I completely agree with everything that just came out of your mouth. The problem is you can't be saying it now. You should have been saying that a long time ago. Hey, y'all can't ixnay with the communism. Hey, I ain't no more. We don't want that stuff. I like my stuff. I like my money. You ain't go. Oh.
Somebody got to say it, so I'm going to say it. Somebody got to say it, so I'm going to say it.
There are no refunds, bitch. I'm sorry. No refunds. Okay? You talked all that crap about Donald Trump until it got real. Now it got real, didn't it? Now you got these communists who are like, we're coming for you too. we can't do it without taking your stuff as well. It got real. And they're starting to realize it. Now, this is one of the idiots who just won her primary and is likely to get elected.
Cases in which migrants to New York have committed violent crimes, including murder, in this district. Under normal circumstances, undocumented defendants charged with crimes go through the system, and if convicted, they get deported before or after serving time. Ms. Chevalier, you recently said on WNYC Radio that defendants who commit crimes should not be deported after serving time. Why is that?
Because we have a criminal system. It's an imperfect system. It's an imperfect criminal system that I've been critical of, but we have one. And if we truly believe in a system where we don't have double jeopardy on the basis of where someone was born, then we cannot also have a system of punishment that is unique to people who were born elsewhere.
I didn't make it up. I don't know what the hell she's saying. I don't think she knows what the hell she just said. I think somebody printed it up on a cue card and say, honey, when they ask you this question about people going to jail, you can't tell them what you really think. We don't think anybody should go to jail, ever. What about murderers? Nope. What about illegal murderers? Nope. Nobody goes to jail. Why? Because jeopardy and...
We need to make sure that if we really value equality in this country, that we are treating people equally.
I don't want any equality with a murderer. I'm sorry. Whether American or from Indonesia or from anywhere else, if you're a murderer, that kind of cuts the rope on equality. You're done. You've turned in your card on equality. I don't care. Go away forever. And you're talking about we have to be equals with murderers? What kind of crap is that?
Regardless of where they were born. It cannot both be that a person who has citizenship is tried and convicted in one way, and a person who does not have citizenship is tried, convicted, and then forced to also endure another type of punishment on the basis of where they were born.
64 days.
Okay. So once you've been tried and convicted, then you've done your time, even though it's a second crime. You committed murder, and you can't get deported because you've already had a sentencing, even though you didn't get sentenced on being not supposed to be here. Be afraid from New Yorkers, but at this point, like I said, get a little popcorn because they're starting to freak out.
A year. Today, they will act like, and I hope you don't act like, New York City is the center of the world, because it's a big country out there.
You know what? There's what's called badge branding. You know, you sell Chevrolets and you use Corvette to kind of sell the whole thing. And my concern, this is from a branding point of view, not a reality point of view, is that you now have the ability, I'm not talking about Fox News, I'm talking about if the Republicans are running against Democrats, no matter who the Democrat is, they say the Democratic Party stands for this, the Democratic Party stands for what these principles
Can I ask you this? How many points did Mikey Sherrill win by when we heard she was going to lose?
But now you have, this is
hold on a second. How many points did Abigail Spanberger win in Virginia, despite being told, oh, the Democrats are all socialists, they're all left wing? It's the same exact thing, Donnie.
There's new news now. You have a real wave happening. Joe, I think the Democratic Party, and you've got now 2 Democratic Socialists, is taking on an overall persona. This is where the energy is in the party. You and I can agree to disagree on this. I believe the Democratic Party overall is going too hard left. I believe there is anti-Semitism in there. We'll save that for another day. But I believe this is a branding issue for the Democrats that they are going to have to answer for. So we'll agree to disagree on this one.
It's obviously a challenge. It's obviously going to be a challenge, obviously, as they move forward to make sure.
Oh, it's just getting so good. It's going to be, like I'm telling you, it's going to be an internal fight. We just have to just watch from a distance and let them fight. They don't know what to do. And they're seeing this complete rift come between them that they won't be able to fix because it's ideologically too big. This isn't like us not liking what Tucker says. It's not like us not liking what Candace says. This is just almost like 2 different parties with one trying to take over the other. I haven't heard yet at this point whether Tucker's trying to create a new party. He might be, which is insane if Massey and MTG want to try that. But these people, way past that, they're already getting elected. And so they're going to be in Congress. They are going to be flexing their muscle. Mamdani's already out there doing it. And you got some Democrats who are for it and other ones want no part of it.